Hi guys, Kim Cash here. Today is Vlogmas Day 22. It's counting down the 24 days of Christmas and we've only got 2 more days, so it's a crazy time trying to get all my projects done, and I gotta wrap some presents. Plus I have my sister's birthday and my brother's birthday is on the 23rd of December, so I need to get ready for that. Tomorrow I'm going to be baking a cake for them, and just a lot of things going on. But I thought I'd share my advent calendar with you for today. And I was going to cut off the present, but I see that this is my son's wrapping because he used a safety pin. And as you see, there's really no wrapping on it, but that's very typical of my kids. And he got me one of my favorite treats. Oh, Sophie. Sophie doesn't like it when I talk to anyone but her. So this is mine, Sophie. It's mine. Get down, Soph. You're not supposed to jump up. Oh no, not you too, Mila. Girls, this is mine. Sorry, guys. My dogs go crazy when I start talking to someone. But anyway, the rest of my vlog is going to be on a redo. I need a do-over. Yesterday I made some cookies. Mila, get down. No, don't eat that. I made some cookies that have been a tradition in our family for a long time, and they were an absolute flop. So now they're talking to me. Okay, no, can I just have 1 minute? Girls, calm down. I just want to finish this little video. Then I'll go upstairs with you, or we can play. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a do-over on my cookies. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So what I'm doing today is doing the cookies over again. What I had tried to do yesterday is do a recipe that's a gluten-free, easy recipe, but the cookies didn't turn out like at all. So I'm doing my mother's old recipe, and here I've got all the ingredients laid out, so I'll tell you what they are. We've got our flour, 1½ cups of flour. We've got 3 tablespoons of oil. We've got 3½ tablespoons of softened butter. We've got 2½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is homemade vanilla. We've got 1 egg. We've got our sugar here. Let's see, I'll turn it here so you can see it. Sugar, and it's 1/2 cup of sugar. We've got 1/4 teaspoon of pure almond extract, because these are almond cookies. We've got 1/3 of a cup of light Caro syrup. And then we've got 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda right here. So I'm going to mix the dry ingredients. This is my mixing bowl that goes over to my KitchenAid. So we're just mixing the dry ingredients, the flour and the baking soda, the cornstarch. So we mix the dry flour ingredients, and then and we've got the flour, the baking powder, the cornstarch, all right here. And then in this bowl, my Pyrex bowl, my Pyrex mixer, we'll add the sugar ingredients. So first I'm just going to blend the sugar with my egg and have it get a little light. So I'm going to mix my egg and my sugar just so that it gets whipped up so it's a little lighter. Let me get a spatula. And then I can add my wet ingredients, my vanilla extract and my vanilla extract and my almond extract. And then my Caro syrup. My butter. I'm just going to scrape the butter down and make sure I got all the Caro syrup out. And then I'm going to start adding in my dry ingredients, which I've already mixed together in the mixing bowl. I've got my flour, my cornstarch, my baking soda, and I'm just going to mix it in slowly. I'm going to put my little flour shield on. If you don't have one of these, they're really nice because otherwise, well, you can add your flour right here in this little section, but if you don't have this on and you add it, sometimes it'll go flying all over the place. Okay, so you can see that the batter is very sticky. So what I've done is I've brought out some powdered sugar in a bowl. So I've got some powdered sugar that I'm going to pour into this bowl. Okay. So now I'm going to form the cookies, and you want to make sure that you don't make them too big, because that was one of the problems yesterday too. These will spread when they bake, so you don't want them too large. So you want to make them small. So first what I'm going to do is just put some powdered sugar on my gloves, and that will help a little with the batter not sticking. So it's not quite so sticky. It'll still be sticky. And then I'm going to form the small balls to make the cookies, and you want to keep them pretty little because they spread out, and if they spread too much, you're going to have them run into each other. So try to keep them not too big, and leave about, maybe I should scoot it over even one. I'm going to put a little powdered sugar on my sill pad even, just so that the cookies come up easily. The sill pad will keep the cookies from sticking, but a little powdered sugar won't hurt. I think I'm making them too big, so I'm going to cut them in half and spread them about 2 inches apart at least, so that if they do spread, they don't run into each other. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I do have 12 cookies on there. And I'm going to do another cookie sheet too. What I'm doing right now, I don't know if you can see that, is just got my gloved thumb just going down into the center of them, and then I'll grab out my maraschino cherries and stick them in there. So you can see that I've made little thumbprints. And you could, if you don't have maraschino cherries, or if you don't like maraschino cherries, you could use jam, and that would work. or if you have a special nut or a raisin or whatever you like. I mean, I always think a recipe is just a starting point. And then I like to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over the top. Just reminds you of, for me it's like Christmas. It just reminds me of snow. Here in Portland we don't get snow very often. And so I like to have a little powdered sugar just sprinkled over the top like a dusting of snow. These cookies remind me of Christmas. I remember one year I made dozens for usually I have an annual Christmas cookie exchange for the neighborhood, or I used to always, and I made a bunch and I put them in the freezer for the party, and then when it was the day of the party I went to take them out of the freezer in the morning and they were all gone. And I couldn't believe that my kids had eaten them all. But you can see they're small cookies. And so you can see the juice running. It's just a bite-sized cookie. So you can see that eating 12 cookies may not be impossible for anybody, especially not us. Anyway, so I'm going to pop these in the oven and they cook for about 6 to 9 minutes. And then I'll come back and take them out of the oven. Okay, then I just continued making my batches. I wanted to make enough to have for the neighbors and enough for us. And I made so many batches that I ran out of maraschino cherries. But I went to the fridge and got some raspberry jam and filled the centers with the raspberry jam. And then I baked them and I was done. Okay, so I finished my cookies and I packaged them up for the neighbors. And I delivered a couple packages and then it got dark, so I didn't have enough time to run around all the packages. And I even had some left for our family, and you can see them. The kids weren't totally thrilled with them because I added a half of an extra cup of flour to the recipe, and they weren't as gooey as they're used to, kind of a different texture. And the reason I did that is I didn't want to burn them like I did yesterday, so I thought maybe the almond paste was too sugary, and so I always adjust my recipes, and the kids say I'm just finding new ways of creating problems for my cookie batches. But anyway, I think they turned out really pretty, and they're definitely prettier than they were yesterday. So anyway, and then now I'm just sitting here having my Chaucer mead tea again, which I really love. It's got cinnamon and spice, and it's just a really good Christmas tea. So now I'm just going through the Christmas cards we got today in the mail, and gonna finish up my last Christmas cards. I have a few more to do. Most of mine have gone out in the mail, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this cookie demonstration. It's a do-over, and I think everyone deserves do-overs. But I just wanted to say happy holidays. We only have a couple more days to the big day. So, oh, Sophie heard me talking. They were good all day, but now they hear me talking, now they're all running over here. Anyway, I wanted to say again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching me do this craft or this recipe, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I'd love to hear comments from you, and I just love to interact with you. So happy holidays, everyone. Bye.